Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers, number 10. We got Daz Newsome out of North Carolina, starting off the list with a pure slot receiver. Now, Daz isn't going to wow anyone with his measurables, sitting just under 6 foot and 2 bills, but he more than makes up with that with his explosive first step off the line, putting the secondary in skates, creating early separation, and maybe one of my favorite traits from a receiver prospect is the guy to catch the ball with the mitts and not the body, and that's something Daz really thrives at. So do I think he's going to wow anyone in the combine? Nah, but he's more than capable to be successful in this league, and somebody's going to get a steal in the 3rd or 4th round. My pro comp for Daz would be Jarvis Landry. Similar size and build, and never jump off the page athletically, but just get the job done with a well-rounded game. But hit that follow button to find out who's number 1. Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers, number 9, Rondell Moore out of Purdue. Probably the biggest boom or bust prospect on this list. Moore has major injury concerns and may be the smallest receiver coming out this year, but he very well could be the fastest player in the entire draft. And his set skills pay the bills. He may lack the power of One Punch Man, but he may be known as the One Touch Man, because that's all it takes for him to break a game wide open. His success could be very well be predicated on the offensive mind he lands with and how they use this multi-tool, have it being in the return game, jet sweeps, screens, or out of the backfield, or a full route tree. I honestly could see him being the top 3 wideout prospect, and it really comes down to the health. I anticipate him being one of the ones that blows up after the combine or his pro day and goes a lot higher than predicted here. My pro comp for Rondell would be John Browns with sprinkles of D-Jacks in there. But hit that follow button to find out who's number 1. Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers, number 8, Amon St. Brown out of USC. One word to describe Brown would be smooth. Everything from the routes, hands, or eluding tackles is just like he's gliding around the field, snagging balls. Primarily playing the bigger slot for the Trojans, he could potentially be used as that move piece around the field. Amon has the skill set to be utilized in the short, intermediate, or the field stretcher. He's also not afraid to work across the middle, but can still be utilized on the boundaries. Just call him Mr. Do-It-All, as he's definitely a future starter in the league and one of the more polished prospects on this list. Easy pro comp would be Juju, as they played for the same school and similar size and build, but I'm going with Robert Woods here. Reliable everywhere, masters of none, but get the job done. But hit that follow button to find out who's NFL 2021 draft receivers. Number 7, Rashod Bateman out of Minnesota. Probably our biggest mix-up with the consensus rankings. Bateman is considered a top 3 wideout talent by many analysts and a first-round pick. And I still project him to be a starter in this league, but I see him more of a second-round talent or early 3rd. Bateman has the size to play on the perimeter, and his biggest trait should be considered his competitiveness and how he approaches the game, doing the little things. My one big concern at the next level is the separation, as he lacks elite speed or first step quickness off the line of scrimmage, but relies more on his hand usages, which is very good. But will it translate to the pros, or he just may need a little extra time to play to his potential? The first comparison I saw when on film was DJ Moore-esque, but I do believe Moore was a little bit more of a complete receiver coming out of college. But hit that follow button and find out who's number 1. NFL 2021 draft receivers, number 6, Cadarius Toney out of FU. After you watch this video, stop whatever you're doing and go throw this man's highlights on. Easily one of my favorite players to watch due to the ridiculous catch and runs he's capable of. Just gets this man the ball and watch him put defenders on skates as he waltzes in the end zone. Ideal position at the next level would be out of the slot, but he's another one of these prospects that needs to be schemed around every week. Give the man a couple easy screens or a couple plays out of the backfield or motion, and this pick in the 2nd round or late 1st will pay off dividends. My pro comp would be Brandon Cooks, Percy Harvin hybrid. I believe Percy had all the talent in the world, but he just played in a time before the NFL knew how to utilize him. This is the human joystick of this draft, and now it's Tony's time to shine. But remember to follow to find out who's number 1. NFL 2021 draft receivers, number 5, Chris Olave from the Ohio State. The latest Brian Hartline product, Olave may be one of the most complete route technicians since Michael Thomas coming out of Columbus. He could benefit adding a few lbs of muscle in the offseason, but he'll never be a full physical presence, but has the football IQ to get open consistently and has natural hands. My pro comp for this player is Julian Edelman. I believe Olave will be a staple in the NFL for years to come and will be a major chain mover, but may never have that huge touchdown upside as some of the others on this list. But hit that follow button to find out who's NFL 2021 draft receivers. Number 4, Terence Marshall out of LSU. The former 5-star burst onto the scene in 2019, playing third fiddle in the LSU offense, behind the likes of JaMarr Chase, Justin Jefferson, and only scoring a touchdown every 3.5 catches. Following up with this season's additional 10 touchdowns in only 7 games, Marshall provides an amazing blend of size, speed, and agility, and a willingness to get dirty. He did struggle with some consistency in catching with his hands and blocking, but how he approaches the game, I believe, can fix very easily. Even still, Terence is only scratching the surface on what he can become. My pro comp? Michael Thomas. And I believe Marshall could truly reach that stardom if he lands in the right hands. But follow me to figure out who's number 1. Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers number 3, Devonta Smith. So, after the national championship, I've seen Smith soar up draft boards, and while I agree he's had one of the greatest seasons in college football history as a wide receiver, we are here to project him at the next level, which he should have a smooth transition into, honestly, but this is a high floor, low ceiling pick to me. He's never going to be that physical presence on the field with his light, lanky build, but he is going to cause separation with his diverse route running. He will find success early in his career with the short timing routes that utilize maybe his best trait, which is his vision after the catch. He just has that Barry Sanders eyes where he sees everyone all over the field and operates accordingly. But he's not going to break many tackles at the next level either. Mine and everyone's comp is Marvin Harrison, and I hate using everyone else's answer, but it just makes sense. But follow me to figure out who's number 1. Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers number 2. Jalen Waddle, the other Bama receiver. And it's just simple to me. Waddle is clearly the better athlete, as he's maybe the best athlete in the entire draft with elite speed that can be moved all over the field. I truly believe if Waddle was healthy for this season, he could very well be the one with the Heisman around his belt. If not Mac Jones having both a healthy Smith and Waddle. Jalen has the makings of a future star if healthy and will be a household name come combine time. If he decides to partake, which I hope he does because I want to see those agility drills between him and Rondell Moore, as they'll be truly special. Finding a comp for Waddle has been hard for me because it just looks like insert speedster's name here. So I guess I'll go with the best speedster out there, Tyreek Hill. But follow me to figure out who's number 1. Ranking NFL 2021 draft receivers number 1, numero uno. You guessed if you made it this far, JaMarr Chase. This kid is truly special and one of a kind, and maybe the best receiver to be drafted since the likes of Odell Beckham, who is actually my pro comp for Chase. He's that special, and obviously he's sat out this year with everything going on. But remember, he was the number 1 with newly crowned record-breaking receiver Justin Jefferson running the 2 spot. JaMarr truly shined in every aspect of the game, and if I had to build the perfect receiver prospect, it would be able to cause separation with route running or speed, but still win contested catches, run after the catchability, and do the little things like leadership and blocking. Maybe the only thing that doesn't make him the perfect prospect is my ideal height would be around 6'3", and I believe he is listed at 6'1", but he plays so much bigger than he actually is. This is a top 5 talent, and whoever passes on him is gonna regret it. But thanks for watching, guys, and